crucial role in shaping economies, communities, and families. Yet, their contribution both in the formal workforce and within households often go undervalued. This special report delves into the intersection of love, labor, and economies, analyzing how societal expectations, gender roles, and economic structures influence women's financial and emotional well being. Now, one of the most significant yet overlooked aspects of women's economic contributions is unpaid labor. From caregiving and household chores to emotional support, women perform billions of dollars worth of unpaid work globally. According to the International Labour Organization, women perform 3 times more unpaid work than men, limiting their opportunities for career advancement and economic independence. Now, despite the increasing participation in the workforce, women continue to face wage gaps and workplace discrimination. In many countries, women earn only a fraction of what their male counterparts do for the same job. Women's worth extends far beyond traditional measures of economic productivity. Recognizing and compensating their labor, whether paid or unpaid, will lead to a stronger economy, a healthier relationship, and more equitable society. As discussions around gender and economics continue to evolve, it's essential to challenge outdated norms and advocate for systematic changes that will truly reflect women's contributions in all spheres of life. Speaking with a medical practitioner, Dr. Chioma Uchendo, she challenges women to believe in themselves in the pursuit of their careers. She emphasized the importance of mentorship, stating that every creative woman should have a mentor.
Well, what inspired me, I would say, is my family. My mom was, bless her soul, she's passed now. She was a nurse and she got to the edge. She became a director of nursing very young. And she was one of those few in her time that believed that women should not only be sane or not only be head, but both of them. And she made us, she had 4 daughters and 3 boys, but she treated everybody the same. She made everybody do the chores. She told you, both the girls and the guys, the boys in the house, that you have to be your best. You know, you have to get ahead in life. You really have to aim to be the best in whatever you're doing. So even when I graduated from school, I knew that I didn't just want to be a medical doctor. I knew I had to subspecialize or super specialize, as people would say. So that was one of my. In my family, there's nothing like because you're a woman, no, you can't do this. Everybody did everything. My mother changed the bulbs. She did all that, you know. So I look up to her. She started driving quite early. She would be on the road, and then men will pass her, or men will say, "This woman," you know. I was brought up in Owerri, Imo State. Say, "This woman, Burumoto," she said, "Okay, come and pass me," because they have seen a woman on the steering. So she's always been that kind of free-spirited personality, and I think it rubbed off on all of us. We know that women need help. We are not talking of elites, like you said. I agree with you. I believe that if we want to help, if we want to bring women, I'll have to commend the First Lady of Abia State for that. She goes all out. She's not even interested in the high and mighty. She goes all out to the grassroots to help out. And we can only continue this. We'll have to do that. It's important. Also, the brainstorming among the elites is also very important, because if you don't have information, you can only operate at the level of your information, of what you know. So if we tell more women that we feel are high and mighty, this is the problem that, you know, the women that need help have. It may also spur them to do something better and know where to channel that help to. So we can't just ditch the conferences. The conferences are important, but I think the outreaches to the less privileged women with the right information is very, very important as well. You know, there are women that you have seen them, they've gotten to where they are going in life, but they are still very normal, you know, down to earth. They talk to you normally, and you're looking at them with that microscope like, can I ever be like this? So I think it's a good thing. I don't think that when somebody becomes successful, let me use your former question, becomes successful, then you become unapproachable, nobody can talk to you. I don't think you are doing so much for yourself and for your so-called mentees. But when you are still at their level, even with all the success, it makes a lot of sense. Somebody walks up to you and says, Ma'am, I have this problem and I don't know who to bring it to, but I know you will listen. So I think it's something that we need. Unfortunately, because of social media, a lot of people are projecting what they are not. A lot of people, when what they put out, you think that this person has to be a good role model for you as a young person. But when you now really come to meet the person personally, you just may be disappointed. But apart from that, I still believe there are some good role models that people can always look up to.
Reaching out to a woman who has set the record in education sector, Dr. Nkiruka Charity Mbanaso, the current registrar of Michael Obara University of Agriculture, Umudike. She shared her inspiring journey to achieving her dream career. Dr. Mbanaso believes that every woman should recognize her potential and work towards fulfilling her dreams through self-belief and determination.
First of all, I give God all the glory and for bringing me to this level. All my life I like challenges, and I've always loved, I have passion for what I'm doing, even when I didn't know I was going to be the registrar. When I came in here as an administrative assistant with a second class upper, very strong one, I had that option to opt for academic. Well, because already I had that focus that I didn't want anything that will disrupt it. So I made up my mind I was going to be an administrator. And I thank God today it has taken me to the peak of the career. You talk about challenges. We cannot rule out the fact that we have challenges. But the most important thing is when one is focused, you can take anything and you will make it, you will succeed in it. Being the registrar of the university and then combining it with my home front, doing things at home, God has actually helped me. Because I actually knew Christ at my tender age, and it has really helped me to have focus. I thank God even for my mother, who also helped to shape me, to help me to accomplish the career I had in mind. My husband has also been very helpful, even in this career job. And I tell you, I have a happy home. It has not disrupted the activities in the home. So in all, God has helped me to carry on. You look at all these legislative homes, we have women. Women are given the opportunity now to talk. Let me use an example of this university. Here we have amongst the principal officers, the two deputy vice chancellors we have here are all female. So there is this opportunity that has been created for women to aspire to their peak. But the only challenge there is that some women are yet to understand that the door is thrown open. So some are still, wriggling in the dark, not knowing that the society has made provision for women to, go up. When you talk about women in the, like I said earlier, our women are shy. Some of them don't want to come up. to take up challenges. But as for making that provision, the society has improved from what it used to be. There was a time they were talking about this 35%, is it affirmative? So if they can put it in place, even this 35 is not enough. Because to me, we have more women. I may not know the ratio of men versus women, but we have women who tend to shy away. But when they see that there are these policy in place, it will spur them to come up to take the position, the required position. So if a government would put up this, thank God, and I thank government for so far so good. They have tried to carry women along, but we still need more, especially making it a policy. For instance, when you say in the National Assembly or House of Assembly, 40% is reserved for women.
Dr. Mpanasa further urged elite women globally to be open and accessible to those who look up to them. She noted that with the digital age, the time for building bridges has passed and mentorship should be more readily available. She advised career women to create time for their families, using herself as an example. She stated that her pursuit of excellence has not hindered her from her responsibilities as a wife, Sunday school teacher, and a choir member. She expressed gratitude to God for a healthy and fulfilling life.
Why should you be at that level and you won't allow people to have access to you? That's a question that I should even ask any woman who feels that she is not accessible. It's a question that she may have a reason. It may be a frustration she brought from the house, and that is why you must play a level ground. Make it, in a way that when you go home, you have peace. When you come to the office, the peace is also there. Create a peaceful atmosphere around you, and then make yourself accessible. I will also take it up to them as an advice. If you're a woman and you are not accessible, look inward. Try to be accessible, and it will help you. Some of them, you see them running this high BP. In fact, I thank God I don't have all these things. God has really helped me. So let them find out what is the best for them. But my advice is that it is not good to close up, to bottle yourself. You may have a challenge. By interacting with people, you can open up, and from there, I have had it as an experience when I opened up, and from there, I got a solution. In my home does not suffer. I still go to market. I wake up very early, and when I wake up, by then I had already made my plans, what the day will be. And I take enough time to pray. I take up to close to 2 hours to do my morning prayer, and it helps me. And then I do a little exercise. I take about 30 minutes to do exercise. The only thing is that by the time I come to the office, I will face the challenges in the office. But when I get home, I make my husband comfortable. I make my children comfortable. I don't allow anything to suffer. And to tell you the truth, since I assumed this office as the registrar of the university, by the grace of God, I have not missed the things I was doing, especially even in the church. As you can see me, I sing in the choir. I'm a member of my church choir. I am a Sunday school teacher. I still go out for preparatory classes. And currently I am the director of our ministry, Women Fellowship of the Ministry, the Master's Vessel Ministry. By the grace of God, I am the director. And to tell you the truth, God has helped me to succeed in all of them. And sometimes people will come to ask, how are you managing all this? You come from the office, you go out to attend choir practice, you come back, the next day you are going for Sunday school preparatory. On Sunday, you are there teaching. That from time to time, you organize program for women in the church and all that. I told them to leave it between me and my God. I don't want to drop any, because God has given me good health. Maybe in return, God has made me healthy. The other time I tried to check my, my, what do you call it, the system, the body. And surprisingly, the man congratulated me. He's a consultant. He said congratulated me, was okay. So, and I see it as a challenge. Peradventure, I will try to drop one, and you see sickness coming here and there. So as we are talking, by the grace of God, I'm healthy, and I cannot afford to drop any. So I know what my husband needs. I try to make his food. They are all there in the fridge. He's also he's a professor and a career. So we move out, and then when we get in, we set aside the office issues. Not that I don't go home with work, but I plan it in a way that it will not encroach into my home. My children are happy. The most important thing is that I'm doing this work and everybody around me is happy.
Speaking with architect Nina Ogo, she challenged women to acknowledge their need for men's support in their personal and professional growth, believing that women are hardworking and go-getters, but they must also understand the significant role men play in the society.
Women's worth is something I regard as very important because a woman's worth is all about what she brings to the table. It's about her work, her upbringing, the contribution she has to make to society, to her family, and to everyone around her. And I believe a woman's worth is enhanced by the work she does, both her secular job and impact work and every other thing that she does. So labor is something that is really important in work and value. And I'd rather say work because labor gives this impression of, in a society, it gives something that is difficult and tough. But work has to do with your bringing your essence and producing results. You have to enhance yourself before you can bring something, before you can get to the level where you say, I am the table. You can't just wake up and begin to claim that you are the table. If you are the table in this instance, like in economics, you may not be the table in finance, in productivity, in work, and in different spaces. So I believe that you, first of all, you have to build up yourself, build capacity, so that you get to the point where you can say, yes, I am this, I am the table. Love has a lot to do with a woman's sense of belonging. Love is something that makes us women feel wanted, we feel confident, we feel that we are there, we feel seen. So I believe that love has a very big role to play. And just as I said earlier on, labor is also something that enhances who the woman is. Being a woman, if I have money, I have confidence, I can step out and take on any assignment that I want to. So it has a lot to do with the woman's work in the present society. Besides, and there's this thing, I know that a lot of women are in a space where they would rather not be because of the fact that they do not have the financial power, they do not have the ability to support themselves. So they would rather stay in a love relationship that is not conducive, that is not right for them, because of the fact that they can't support themselves. So that woman who is in that situation will willingly let go of that relationship if she has economic power.
According to Nina, women who take the lead in any industry should recognize that their success is not accidental, but as a result of their hard work and achievements. She emphasizes that leadership is about results, not just identity, while encouraging women to believe that they can attain the same levels of success as men, and used her career journey as an example of perseverance and determination.
Being a female in a male dominated industry. One thing you should always remember if you are a woman in that role is that you didn't get there by accident. In fact, that you are there at this point in time is because you are worth the space you have been given. You bring value. There is something about you. So, first of all, the woman needs to believe that she belongs there and begin to build confidence in herself. And then look at the results that you have produced so far. The results speak for themselves. You know, it's the result that is the evidence that you belong there. So, from there, you begin to build confidence in yourself. You are making impact. It's all about the results, not about you.
Women across different sectors have shared their experiences and challenges, emphasizing the need for societal support. As part of this special report, various women voiced their concerns about the barriers they face and the need for society to address these issues.
My name is Clara Oluchi Tobias Osisiogo. I'm the Director of Gender for League of African Development Students and the founder of Female Youth Empowerment Initiative, and I'm proud to be a woman. Today, I want to talk about the challenges that women are facing in the country with my own experience. I remember back in the day when I went for a job interview somewhere in Abuja, an NGO, and I was told that a particular role was meant for just a male. And I wondered and I pondered, why a male? What happened to a female handling that particular role? It's not like it was a tedious role or something that needed a manpower. It's just a role that needed your intellect. And then I went further to ask the director, "Sir, why is this job specifically for a man?" And the man told me that it is because he feels that it is only a male that can get and do what he wants for that particular role. At the end of the day, the man wasn't doing his job properly. And guess who stepped in? The woman, which is me. I want to also encourage and admonish people in the industries to please stop downplaying the ladies. We have ladies who have this capacity.
As a woman, I've faced discrimination in the family, in the workplace, in the school, even on the way, on the streets. Yes. Like in a family where you have mostly females, they are not being recognized, they are not being given what is rightful theirs, especially when it comes to property inheritance. They usually say that it's usually for the men, that the women are supposed to go out there, get married and inherit their husband's properties. They are not being allowed to inherit their father's properties. I would prefer that the females in every family be given their rightful places in their father's homes, because you don't really know out there in their husband's houses what is going to be obtainable there for them. They need security.
I am a Rotarian and I'm proudly a woman. Yes, I will say we face a lot of challenges as women, starting from gender-based violence, being discriminated from jobs, doing the kind of jobs we want to do, healthcare issues. Women are not, being cared for, the way they should, and this, makes the maternal mortality rate very high. I really wish that women, be paid attention to. In our country, women be, accorded the accolades they really need so that we can move forward, because we are full of potentials, shouldn't be limited anymore. Women are full of potentials. Please, let's see what we can do to, include the women in our ratification, and I bet you we're going to see a changed country.
My name is Doris Samuel Carlo, and I'm a girl. And I hope someday to become a woman. And women are amazing. And I shout out to my mom. She's a very good woman. And I've been wondering how she has been doing all that. But I know that very soon someday I will also become a mother. So
My name is Yoba Chukwuwabu. I'm proud to be a woman. Women face a lot of challenges. Like anytime a woman starts being successful or having money, like cars, buying houses, land, some people will start thinking that maybe someone is sponsoring her, or maybe she's doing one kind of dirty things like sleeping with men or having a big man that is sponsoring her. But it's not true. And I want to correct the notion that women are into one kind of a thing or the other. And when a woman is rich, she doesn't stay in marriage. She controls her husband. Her husband is under her. She doesn't do the house chores. She doesn't do the things that she's supposed to do at home. So those things are not true. Women nowadays, we work. We work for our money and we take care of our family, and we are under our husband. We take care of people around us, and the things we do, it gives us joy.
The discussion underscores the intersection of love, labor, and economies, shedding light on the essential role women play in all aspects of life. This report serves as a call to action, urging society to recognize women's worth and ensure they receive equal opportunities in their careers, families, and social engagements. Victoria Ichie, reporting for Rapid TV Omahe.